Yo, what's up, everybody? We're going to talk about how to do a podcast in 2018 that never dies. Like, what's the secret formula that's going to work for the rest of this year and for next year, and how you can, become a top-rated podcaster. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to replay. Give me hashtag replay. I'm actually going to get the link to this live and send it out to my chat bot so more people see this. So if you're in the replay, you can skip a minute or two. Let's see where we're at. Right there, bang. How do I... Oh, this is tricky. I actually don't know how to share a link. 1 second, guys. Facebook's bugging out on me, but we're going to talk about a few things tonight. It's an open Q&A as well, so if you're on, whoever's on, I don't know who that is, give me a hashtag live. What's up, Shay? What's up? My Facebook's bugging out on me right now. I'm trying to share this to my chat bot. How do I do this? Yo, what's up, Kyle? If you guys have any questions for me, I'll be starting in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the link to this to share this to my chat bot. I might just share my group to my chat bot. How about that? I'm gonna do that. Done. I don't know how to schedule a chat bot message sequence through mobile. As far as scheduling a live through mobile, I can do it through desktop, but all right, boom, condition, opted in. Sorry, guys, 1 sec. You might actually get a message from me. That's just my chat bot. Any conditions? But I'm going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff tonight. Specifically, podcasting related. Just I think it's now is the best time to. It's insane how easy it is to start a podcast now. And how easy it is to rank, and all the benefits that come from it. What bot program? ManyChat. That's what I use to send messages to people who are in my sequence. It's like emailing, but it's not emailing. It's through Messenger. The open rates are insane. Let me send it now. Hopefully that works. You're probably gonna get a message from me, by the way, if you're on my bot. What's up, Brian? What's up? If you have any questions, man, let me know. This is going to be a live Q&A for about 10 minutes or so. Cool, but so as you guys know, my beta program, 7-figure downloads, it's going to be available till Sunday, then that's it. I'm going to be going all in the program. I don't know if you're part of it, Shay, yet, but you should be. And I've had a lot of people tell me, give me a lot of excuses why they can't. Oh, why is it going blurry? They can't start a podcast. And I call BS on most of it. Do you use a bot, by the way, Shay? Do you have a business page? I'm curious. Give me a yes if you do. But if you want to create a brand or craft a business, you have to be publishing online. And a lot of people don't understand that. People don't buy products as much anymore. They buy people. And I know this firsthand. Even recently, a lot of my business that I've gotten and opportunities that I've gotten has been because of me, not because of what I do. A little bit because of what I do, but I mean, people buy people. They don't buy ideas. Nothing that you do is unique. Just straight up. If someone's gonna buy a service from you, it's gonna be because they want to buy from you, not necessarily what you have. Chatmatic. I know the founder of Chatmatic, by the way, Travis Stevenson. Have some opinions about the guy, but whatever. But yeah, back to what I was saying. People don't buy I can tell you a ton of experts that I would buy from as far as what their services or products, but I'm buying from the person. I'm not buying because of what they're doing, because I could buy that from anyone really much. What's up, Jake? Mr. Perez? Dude, if you have any questions, dude, let me know. Do you have a podcast, by the way? I'm curious. If you do, I can check it out. You're a last minute buyer. Awesome. Well, you got 24 hours left. So if you missed, yeah, you just definitely want to get inside, because I got Marley Baird inside today. She bought, I don't know if you know Marley Baird. She is like a YouTube social media guru. Like, she's amazing. She works with some of the top people in like the internet marketing world. She's done work with like a lot of people. Not yet. Do you want to start a podcast, man? Do you have an idea? What do you do, by the way? I'm curious. And it's funny because people say too that you have to be techie to start a podcast. That is completely the opposite. I have friends who have podcasts that are like top 200 in their category, and I swear to God, they don't know what they're doing. I swear to God. Like, they're just recording and uploading. Like, it's like they're only consistent. That's all they're doing. So like, if you're consistent on top of having a strategy, on top of having like good guests and having good content, like, give it some time and then like you'll blow up. And the benefits of having a podcast are insane. Like, as far as like developing your network and just positioning yourself as someone who's serious at what they do. Like, if someone sees you have a podcast and you have tons of episodes, they're going to think, oh, this person's serious about what they do. I want to work with them. They look committed to their craft, to their industry, and then you become an expert, and then you start being seen as an expert. You start speaking at places in your topic, and it's just one of the quickest ways, that's the key word, the quickest way to hack authority and to become a leading expert in your industry. It's insane how easy it is to like associate with big names through a podcast. I don't know any other medium where you can get a big name to co-sign you without having a relationship with them. And when I mean co-sign, I mean like be seen in the same light as you, have a conversation with you, and be exposed to their audience. So just it's just awesome. Yeah. Give me a hashtag live, guys. If you're on, by the way, it helps boost this in the algorithm. So I'm trying to get more people on here. Yeah, and I honestly, like, it wasn't always like this as well with podcasting. Like, when I first started, I had a lot of like misconceived notions about how it was, and that you had to be a big brand or had to have an audience to start a podcast, and that's like further from the truth, because I've seen people go from zero to hero with podcasting. Thanks, dude. Thanks for that. So yeah, Casey Young, is that his name? Casey Young, I think. The Road to, or God, I forget his podcast name. But like a year ago, he was no one, and now this kid, The Rise of the Young, that's what it's called. And now this kid's interviewing some of the biggest names in like the industry. Everyone I'm spoken with wants, yeah, it's insane. Like, you don't understand. Like, for example, if I had if I was in like, my industry was sports, I can easily interview everyone that's at Nike right now. I can use a tool called Hunter.io. I can go to the Nike website. I can figure out who's in corporate, who's the VP of marketing, who's whatever, and I can interview them. And then all of a sudden, my podcast seems credible because I'm like, interview with head of marketing at Nike or head of whatever at Nike, because these people, like, they're gonna say yes. Like, people love free publicity, and they love to be like in fame or like stuff, or like feel notarized. And I honestly, like, it's very hard to find someone who would say no to a podcast, to be honest. It's easy and it's free and people love it. So that's just one example. That it can go endless. Like, you can get creative with the type of guests you can get on. The key is having stuff that's like hookable. So like Russell Brunson talks about this a lot. The hook story offer. If you can hook people in and you can tell a good story inside of it, and then you have a good offer, then you can like create anything. Like, it's insane. Who have you spoken with, Shay? I'm curious. Yeah. So, also 20-Minute VC. I don't know if you guys heard of him. This kid wanted to be a venture capitalist in high school, so he started a podcast about venture capitalism. He got all the biggest venture capitalists, like in Silicon Valley, on his show. And then at 20 years old, he started his own venture capital firm. And he became the youngest venture capitalist, like, in the world. And he's super, like, successful now. And it's only because he started a podcast. And he developed those relationships with the people he interviewed. Like, it's the easiest way to get, like, if you want to do something, you want to go to the person who's doing it. And this is a way to get access to that person. Like, a lot of these people you can interview, they would never give you the light of day. Like, they're too busy, or they would ask for money. What about Mind having? What does that mean? Mind having? You probably missed a word there. Sorry, what is this playing here? Cool, man. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, drop them below. I'll answer them for you. Even if you're on the replay, drop them below. I think this chatbot went out, right? Yeah. I just networked with like psychologists and NLP trainers that are amazingly respected. What about mind hacking? What do you mean mind hacking? I mean, your industry itself, NLP, psychology, like, that's interesting, super interesting, because like your whole message is through voice, and this is a platform that literally is made like all the other stuff doesn't matter. It's like what you're saying that matters, especially in NLP, and like you should have a podcast 100%. Like if you don't have a podcast, you're messing up. Mind hacking. I haven't heard of that, but also that's not my industry. So if you feel like that's a trending topic and that has a lot of like hype, then definitely get into that, because then you can leverage. Yeah, if that's what your audience wants to hear, then definitely get into that. So yeah, so I'm super excited about this beta program. It's actually insane how much I'm giving away for $97. It's only that you have to commit to it, because I'm not like, it's going to be closed on Sunday, and then when it reopens in like probably early next year, it's going to be like, what's up, Tyrone, my dude? Bro, we haven't talked in so long. Actually, guys, I want to do something cool here. I want to put a filter on. I've never done this before. Boom. Should I keep the filter or no? Let me know. I'm going to keep it till I get a no. So yeah, I'm curious, like what's your biggest struggle, Shay, with starting a podcast? I want to know, just because I feel like I can like knock that excuse out of your head. I mean, it could be just that you haven't committed to it yet. So, King of Filters, Tyrone, man, you're a lion, bro. You're a lion, bro. That's your animal spirit. We haven't talked in a while, ever since I had a podcast. That's how I got a relationship with you, with the podcast. That was an experiment, by the way, Everyday Tonics. It's not kind of aligned with like what I'm trying to do now, so I didn't want to confuse people. But as far as the business I'm trying to go, but yeah, I still love health, and I still talk to people about it, and that's still like my thing. I was just drinking like a tonic right now. I was drinking like a cold coffee tonic. When 1 hour of content with you would be $97. Oh man, I can't read. I'm sorry, Shay. I think I know what you're saying. You guys don't understand. Like a lot of these, like the agency I work for, just to have launch a podcast with the clients and we do the work for them, it's like $5,000 to $6,000. So this like knowledge is like, it's a steal. Because I'm seeing behind the scenes. I'm different, because a lot of podcast instructors, they usually have a successful podcast, but I worked at an agency. I work at 2. So I know what works for everybody. Like when you're in an agency, you have to have systems that work for any industry. Like I work with dentists, financial advisors, like boring people, corporate stuff. Like we work with nonprofits and their podcast. And the principles are still the same. Like there's like foundational truths. So, but the reason I'm starting my own course, my own academy, is because they don't know how to leverage social media in 2018 and 2019. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on the course. I'm going to have experts in there like Marley Baird, who's like the queen at YouTube. She's going to be teaching YouTube. My dude, my dude who's like an expert at Instagram. He manages like tens of millions of followers. He's going to be teaching in there as well. Someone who's an expert at Facebook ads is going to be teaching in there as well. So a lot of people want to start a podcast, but they don't know how to build an audience. And this is what I'm going to be... Actually, next week, I'm going to be filming some videos on how to build an audience. I paid a lot of money to someone to teach me how to build an audience 2 months ago, guys. And Tyrone, you know this, right? Like, I had like 200 friends on Facebook. And now I'm at almost like 4,000. But they're people who are like consuming my stuff. My Instagram as well. And I did that all pretty quick. And it's like Facebook's one of the easiest way to grow your fan base if you do it right with a strategy, which I'll be talking about in the course. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Or just give me a hashtag live just so I know you guys are alive. Yeah. Exponential growth. Yes, sir. What are you up to, Tyrone? I'm curious, man. Because I feel like, man, you're gonna crush it at whatever you do. So I'm excited to see what you do. So it's just like, you guys gotta understand, like, so there's a concept called Dream 100. I went to, where's the book? Can we get the book real quick? It's called the Dream 100 book. I went to this conference. It was like 150 people, some of the smartest internet marketers in the world. And ClickFunnels, which is a $200 million company, they grew their company on the Dream 100 strategy. The Dream 100 strategy is that there's 100 people out there that will change your business and your life the most. And you have to work on developing those relationships with those people. Of course, like the top 10 are like your ideal ones. Like for me, top 10 would be like, I don't know, Gary Vaynerchuk and some like really big people that if I have a relationship, my life would be set. Like Tony Robbins is probably up there. Like if I had a relationship with Tony Robbins, like my life's set. And that's how and my goal is impact. So I would like to have relationships with people who will help me have impact on the world and change the world. And podcasting is one of the easiest ways to tackle the Dream 100, to grow up that list and develop relationships with those 100 people that you want to have in your life. Because, like, you know the rule of 5, right? Your 5 closest friends are usually the average, or you're the average of your 5 closest friends. I think that expands out to you're the total of your 100 closest friends. So you might be the average of your 5 closest, but you're the total of your 100 closest. If you have 100 close friends who are like killing it, making an impact in the world, there's no way that you're going to be doing nothing, because otherwise they wouldn't have a relationship with you. So I found that podcasting is the best way to grow your network and build relationships with people that will be meaningful to your life. 100%. And I'm not talking about like short-term transactional relationship. I'm talking about like the rest of your life, like big things you can accomplish together, because you're planting a seed. And yeah. So what time is it? Let me see real quick. Cool. So you guys have any questions or about the program? Dude, I would love to have you in there, Tyrone. By the way, I don't know if I haven't reached out to you about this, but like, I know you would crush it with podcasting, dude, because thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, bro. I know you will crush it with podcasting, bro. So I'll contact you before the end of this weekend. Hunter.io, yeah, that's how you get emails from like websites. It scrapes it. It's like a Facebook Chrome extension. Yeah, Tyrone, I think your personality is perfect for building an attractive character, and that's kind of what I teach. You got to have an attractive character for people to relate to, and you have that, bro. It's just having the right strategy around that character to like take you to the moon. So, yeah. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll probably be signing off here soon. I don't know how long I've been on with this filter. How's the filter, by the way? It seems pretty cool. I like the lighting around it, not just the glasses. So yeah, man, dude, I'm gonna follow up with you in a bit. Love those emojis, by the way. Cool. So if you're watching on the replay, just give me a hashtag 7. Pretty good filter. Thanks. If you're watching on the replay, give me a hashtag 7 figures, and I'll toss you a link. Because I really want to fill this. Like, I hate being salesy like this, but like honestly, I want to fill this up before it closes, and then I'll never talk about this again until a year later or 3 months later when I have case studies and the people I work with are crushing it, and then people are gonna be like, "Damn, I wish I would have gone in when it was $97." Like, that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be fun. Like, I'm not even like, "What's up, Kevin?" The man, Kevin. Hey, I wanted to ask you something, Kevin. I'll probably ask you in the future when it's like more established. But I already have Marley She's going to like contribute like 1 or 2 lessons to my course, like pre-recorded lessons. You don't have to make anything from scratch. I want to ask you if you would like be willing to do the same thing in the future, just like 1 or 2 things to help people with like something that's related to podcasting that they could do with like a video, whether it's like a YouTube thing or something, or I know you're an expert at like making these like short like Instagram clips and stuff. So yeah, just want to let you know that, dude. How do you find other podcasts and genres? How do I find other people doing them in my field? Search iTunes. That's where the majority of podcasts are. Also Stitcher, and then also Google search. Instagram's another big way to find. Instagram's a big way to find influencers, and YouTube as well. Yeah. You know what's funny? And I'm not trying to bash you, Shay, when I say this. Almost every answer before you ask a question, and this isn't to you. I say this to myself, just so you know. Before you ask a question, you can almost always search it online. Just like I've gotten to that mentality that I don't ask anybody a question unless I've searched it online, because the amount of, we forget how powerful Google is. Like even I forget it at times, and I have to train my mind. Like I can answer any question with the freaking internet. Like this is a tool that never existed in human history. Like literally all the knowledge I have and expertise is literally from Google. Like I have a degree in YouTube and Google, like straight up. Like everything I learned, all the money I made was from the internet. So that's how I feel. How do I find other people doing them in my field? Yep. So I have a few more tools that I'll be sharing in the course as well. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I have a lot of like secret stuff. I'm not bashing you. Like this is like love. Like this is like I only tell things to, like I only give the truth to people that I care about. So I'm short on time with toddler. I'm gonna wrap up anyways. So thanks for sticking with me, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself the whole time, even though this filter's pretty badass. I'm gonna sign out, but yeah, thanks again. And then we'll talk soon. Peace out. Let me take this filter off, actually. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used the filter. I look more normal now. All right, guys. Peace out.